Novak Djokovic received an apology after a controversial incident in the build-up to his last match against Carlos Alcaraz. The pair met in the Australian Open quarterfinals earlier this year, but the build-up to the match was dominated by Djokovic's disagreement with Channel 9 after comments made by presenter Tony Jones, who was later axed from the broadcaster's Wimbledon coverage. Djokovic is set to reignite his rivalry with Alcaraz in the U.S. Open semifinals on Friday, and will hope to avoid similar off-court distractions this time around. In January, while on air in front of a backdrop of Djokovic fans, Jones said, "Novak, he's overrated. Novak's has been. Novak, kick him out. Boy, I'm glad they can't hear me." Anyway, let's get on to the tennis. Djokovic took offense to Jones' comments and boycotted Channel 9 that Djokovic snubbed a post-match interview after his fourth-round win over Yuri Lehecka due to Channel 9's presence at the tournament. Since they're official broadcasters, I chose not to give interviews for Channel 9, Djokovic explained. However, Jones and Channel 9 both issued public apologies before his quarterfinal tie with Alcaraz. I'm disappointed it come to this because the comments were made on the news on a Friday night, which I consider to be banter and humor, which is consistent with what I do, Jones said, as reported by BBC Sport. However, I was made aware on the Saturday morning from Tennis Australia, via the Djokovic camp, that the Djokovic camp was not happy at all with those comments. I immediately contacted the Djokovic camp and issued an apology to them 48 hours ago for any disrespect which Novak felt I had caused. As I stand here now, I stand by that apology to Novak if he feels any disrespect, which he clearly does. The disrespect extends to the Serbian fans. Over the years here, there's been color with them in passion and banter, and I thought that was an extension of that banter. Quite clearly, that hasn't been interpreted that way. I do feel I've let down the Serbian fans. I'm not just saying that to wriggle out of trouble. I genuinely feel for those fans.